Good afternoon, members, volunteers, staff, and guests. Welcome to the Atlantic Federal Credit Union's 81st annual meeting. My name is Tom Perkins, and I am the board vice chair conducting the annual meeting. Recently, our board chair, Tammy Ward Gower, submitted her resignation. We are tremendously appreciative of the time, energy, and commitment that she has provided to this board and Atlantic. Following this meeting, the board will participate in an executive session to determine future plans. I call this meeting to order. We need 15 members present for a quorum, and I see on our meeting page that we have more than met the requirement. The Atlantic bylaws require an annual meeting of the membership to provide you, the members, an opportunity to connect with the board and the leadership, receive an overview of the prior year's financial performance, as well as a forward look of proposed activities in the Atlantic Strategic Plan. This is our second virtual annual meeting. Today's meeting is scheduled for approximately 30 minutes. One benefit of being virtual is that the meeting can be recorded and loaded onto the Atlantic website so that members who are not able to attend today can view the meeting. Robin King, Atlantic's Director of Marketing, is the moderator overseeing the technical portion. The agenda for the meeting will include a roll call, election of board members presented by the Nominating Committee, and then a business meeting with remarks from myself as vice chair, a performance report from Atlantic CEO President Scott Cretion, and an introduction to Atlantic Financial Services. To see the financial details, you received a link in your email for this meeting to the Atlantic Annual Report. I'll now ask Lisa LeBay to start with a roll call.
Thank you, Tom. For the Atlantic Supervisory Committee in attendance today, we have Rob Glenn, Chair of the Supervisory Committee, Ethan Minton, Secretary, Michael Cooksma, and Kathy Holt. The following Atlantic board members are present: Tom Perkins, Vice Chair, Jim McKay, Treasurer, Howard Dupy, John Anagnostis, Larry Littlefield, and myself, Lisa LeBay, Board Secretary.
Thank you, Lisa. I would like to have each board member introduce themselves to the members and say a few words. Jim, will you start us off?
Hello, I'm Jim McKay. I have the privilege of being the board treasurer of your credit union. I have over a 25-year history in the world of credit unions. Having retired from as Chief Financial Officer of the York County Federal Credit Union some 15 years ago. In my spare time, I oversee the Hollis Food Pantry, along with 6 or 8 other seniors, to help meet the ever-ending need of my community of Hollis, Maine.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa LeBay. I am a resident of Bowdoin and am proud to say that I've been a credit union member for my entire life and a member of Atlantic Federal Credit Union for 33 years. I have worked in healthcare administration for much of my professional career. I was elected to the board of directors in 2016 and am currently serving in the role of secretary. It has been my honor to serve on the Atlantic board for the past 6 years and to help you, our members, do better.
Howard, you're on mute, buddy.
I said I wasn't going to do that, and I did it. Thank you, Tom. I'm Howard Dupy. I've been a member of our credit union for over 30 years. I'm a strong advocate for nonprofit financial institutions and believe that Atlantic is an outstanding leader in the field. I am honored to have had an opportunity to serve for the credit union, first as a member of the Supervisory Committee and now as a board member for over 10 years. I also serve on the board of the Atlantic Federal Credit Union Foundation. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is John Anagnostis, and I am a resident of Topsom, Maine. My profession as an educator for the past 37 years has enabled me to see how important it truly is to be involved in small communities. I have lived and been active in the Mid-Coast area for many years, but grew up in Saco, Maine. As a young man, my father introduced me to my first credit union there, and I have been a member ever since in local credit unions. I'm so happy to be part of the Atlantic team for over 13 years.
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Larry Littlefield, and a little bit of my background is that I retired in 2010 after 41 years in education, having served my last 20 years as the superintendent of the schools. I've been a part of the Atlantic Board Directors and Supervisory Committee over the past 11 years and have during that time served as board chair for 3 of those years. My wife and I, Christine, live in Old Orchard Beach, and we've been married for 53 years, proudly have 2 children and 7 grandchildren.
Thank you, Larry. And I'm Tom Perkins, Vice Chair. Before becoming a director of Atlantic, I previously served on the York County Federal Credit Union Board since 1994, serving as chair on a couple of occasions. I live in Sanford with Terry, my wife, for 47 years. And before retiring a couple years ago, my entire work career was spent with McDonald's, and then the world's largest distributor to McDonald's. It's an honor to serve on the board of our credit union and represent our membership. I will now call on board member Howard Dupie for the nominating committee report and results of the election.
Thank you, Tom. This year's nominating committee consisted of Chair Dan Sutton, Donna Hodgson, and myself. We were asked to fill 2 expiring positions currently held by Lisa LeBay and Jim McKay. In September of 2021, the end of the month Federal Credit Union statement mailing to all members included an announcement to open nominations from the membership. Interested applicants were to solicit signatures from 1% of the membership, or 480 to 500 signatures, a statement of qualification, and a biography. There were no nominations from the membership, and after reviewing the service of existing board members, we, the nominating committee, submitted Lisa LeBay and Jim McKay as candidates. Both have indicated their willingness to continue to serve an additional 3-year term. We thank them for their willingness to serve our members. I also would like to thank Dan Sutton and Donna Hodgson for their support in the process. In closing, we ask the secretary to cast 1 ballot for each to serve as a 3-year term on the board of directors.
Mr. Chair, I second that motion.
As secretary, I move to cast 1 ballot for each myself, Lisa LeBay, and Jim McKay to serve a 3-year term.
And Larry, you did a second for us?
Yes, I'd be glad, Mr. Chair. I second that motion.
Thank you, Lisa and Larry. All in favor? Any opposed? The motion passes. Thank you, Howard, Dan, and Donna. Now for the business meeting. In our current format, we will suspend the reading of the minutes of the 2021 annual meeting. Each of you received a link in your email with a recap of the 2021 meeting for your review. If you have questions, you will see an icon on your Teams meeting screen. The view may be different depending if you are on a desktop, mobile, or tablet. Please click in the space provided and ask your question. We will provide answers in a follow-up email to you. It is our 81st annual meeting, and as noted earlier, this is our 2nd virtual meeting. The technology of today is only something that could be dreamed of in a science fiction book when credit unions began. The role of the board has changed over the years, but at our core, your board's #1 responsibility is to ensure the credit union maintains its sound financial condition. We are here to protect your deposits. We are the voice of our members, and we report to you. Working with Atlantic President and CEO Scott Cretion, your board is focused on the goals and objectives that will ensure the long-term success of Atlantic. And our success is based on meeting your needs and encouraging more members to join. In 2021, more than 3,300 new members joined Atlantic, bringing us closer to a total of 50,000 members from Sanford to York to Topsom, and soon this summer to Westbrook. Our upgrade to the new digital and mobile banking platform in 2021 has been enthusiastically received. Close to 70% of our members are a part of Atlantic Digital Banking. More members are using the service and more frequently. Having daily free access to credit scores has been a welcome addition for thousands of members. In the past few years, there have been a tidal wave of changes in the financial industry. With innovative new technology come additional risks and additional regulations. It is the job of your board to remain informed, in touch, and in step with the direction of the credit union. Board education and continuing education has been a primary focus in the past year. Cybersecurity and the Bank Secrecy Act have been part of our training. The board has also been actively involved with reviewing audited financials and focusing on the details of a positive review from the National Credit Union Administration. While the board isn't directly involved in the operations of Atlantic, we make sure that we have an understanding of the future of our planned digital capabilities. There is no mystery that we live in a digital world, and more changes in technology will continue. How we invest in future technologies and in our staff is of critical importance to the board. Good people and secure technology are essential for keeping the credit union financially sound. I'm very excited to announce that we will be launching our first video teller machine at our Freeport drive-thru. We will soon add video teller capabilities at our drive-thru in South Sanford and also in Cumberland. This summer, when we open the Westbrook branch, all drive-thru lanes there will be video tellers. A video teller machine operates almost the same as the drive-thru window, but also as an ATM. Video teller machines will provide more convenience for members, and they are expected to speed up the drive-thru experience. Be on the lookout for an email soon about video teller machines from Atlantic. You'll also see additional information on the website and in digital banking. The board is also actively participating in multiple areas to gain knowledge and offer insight. Board Director Howard Dupy sits on the board of the Atlantic Federal Credit Union Foundation. The foundation was officially formed last year to be the charitable arm of the Atlantic Federal Credit Union. Director John Agnostis is an active member of the Atlantic Scholarship Committee. $20,000 in scholarships are available each year to Atlantic members who are graduating high school seniors. Student applications include an essay, resume, reference, and a focus on community. The committee is in the process of reviewing the 2022 applicants, and recipients will be announced soon. Board Treasurer Jim McKay has been a participant in meetings with the Asset Liability Committee discussions. Atlantic works with the experts at the Darling Consulting Group. While the management team of Atlantic are the specialists in this area, Jim's participation is a recognition by the board that asset liability management is a critical component of Atlantic's financial performance. I sit on the loan committee discussions. The Atlantic Loan Committee focuses on our larger loans, our commercial business, and mortgages. I'm proud to say that your board is thrilled with the accomplishments of the Atlantic's senior leadership, the managers, and the staff. As Maine's leading credit union, I believe we have a responsibility to help Atlantic be a catalyst for continued credit union growth in the state. As board members, we understand that we are tasked to have a good understanding of Atlantic's retail banking strategy, commercial banking strategy, financial and management goals, the future of our various digital channels, the importance of having the proper human touch in the branches. I see the strong culture enjoyed by the Atlantic staff, and they are focused on you. Helping you do better is their mission. Our work is to be a collaborative board and help Atlantic remain poised for future success. Governance and leadership is what we provide to Atlantic. The board is comprised of dedicated individuals with varying educational and professional backgrounds, as you heard in their introductions. We are all volunteers and we all ask great questions. For 2022, succession planning is our next focus. As with any successful organization, it is critical to look to the future. A strong board is the hallmark of a strong credit union. I now welcome Atlantic President and Chief Executive Officer Scott Precian to provide his report.
Thank you, Tom. The annual report sent to you in the email with your meeting link includes the financials for 2021. I want to take a moment and touch on a few of our financial highlights from the year. The total assets of Atlantic Federal Credit Union ended the year at $988.2 million. I can tell you that soon we will pass the $1 billion mark. Our deposit growth was 16.44%, which translates into total deposits of $883.9 million. Loan growth increased by 8.65%, or $51.7 million in net new loan growth. We had a strong year in consumer, mortgage, and commercial lending. There are a couple of items not included in the financials but are worth mentioning to you. Total dividends and interest paid to Atlantic members exceeded $3.56 million. That includes CASASA members sharing cash rewards of over $1.4 million. Our capital to asset ratio remains strong at 9.95%. On page 16 in the annual report, you will see a certificate of excellence from the Credit Union National Association, highlighting how Atlantic, when compared to banks, provides $7.7 million in direct financial benefit to our members. The recognition from CUNA is about charging less for loans, paying more on deposits, and having fewer and lower fees. The continuing pandemic in 2021 presented direct and indirect challenges to the credit union. Thanks to our diverse lines of business, such as ownership of Atlantic Federal Credit Union Insurance, Atlantic Financial Services, and being majority owner of CUSO Home Lending, Atlantic was able to fare better than many other financial institutions. In many ways, 2021 revealed more of our future. We transitioned our digital banking to a different platform, delivering a new world of ease and convenience for our members. The free on-demand credit score reports have also been a welcome benefit to thousands of our members. More and more members are joining Atlantic or getting loans with Atlantic through our secure face-to-face video banking software. You can speak with an Atlantic representative from your desktop or mobile phone anywhere you're located. And as Tom noted earlier, soon we will debut our new video teller technology at the Freeport drive-thru. And more video teller machines are on the way. Video tellers are part of the ATM with a real person, an Atlantic staff member ready to assist you. Like the contact center and video banking, the drive-thru video teller machines will also be open on Saturday mornings from 9 to noon. Digital banking, and video tellers define convenience in today's banking world. We are currently in the process of expanding our secured texting capabilities to provide even more convenience to you, our members. Whether you come to the branch, call us on the phone, video chat, text us, message us on Facebook, or self-serve on our website and digital banking, we want to make sure you find Atlantic fast, easy, and accessible. While digital is the future of convenience, we do not overlook the significance of the human connection. We have high tech, but we also provide high touch. In 2021, I was proud to welcome 33 new staff to Atlantic. We have increased seats in the contact center, our loan contact center, the video banking unit, as well as support areas throughout the credit union. From the staff in our branches to the 100+ people behind the curtain, I continue to be impressed by our team. In 2021, Atlantic was designated as one of the best places to work in Maine. This recognition is a testament to the culture we have created. Thank you for your time today. I'm glad that you are a part of Atlantic and chose to join us. Before we wrap up, let me introduce Robert Schmidt from Atlantic Financial Services. You know that Atlantic is committed to helping our members improve their financial quality of life. Atlantic Financial Services is a fantastic service for all members. The world of financial advice is changing, and Atlantic Financial Services is at the forefront. Every member should know you can have your own personal financial advisor, and he is Robert Schmidt.
Well, thank you, Scott, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Schmidt, and I'm the lead advisor at Atlantic Financial Services. I've been very fortunate to have over 40 years of experience in the industry, and prior to joining, held senior management positions at some of the largest firms in the financial services industry. Atlantic Financial Services is here to help members set, implement, and achieve their goals for their preferred quality of life. Over the course of my career, some of the most frequent comments and questions that I have heard are, I wish I had advice and education to help me plan for the future. Questions such as, will I be able to retire? More important, how long will my retirement last? And lastly, is my money invested properly? Now, more than ever, answers to these questions are critical to each member's individual success. At Atlantic Financial Services, we take an independent, conflict-free, fully transparent, fiduciary approach that we combine with member education to help explain and guide on options and choices. Now, the recent volatility in the markets is a stark reminder that even if you have a plan, it is imperative to monitor and make adjustments based upon your individual goals and objectives. How we provide this advice is also changing. This is a digital world, and we have state-of-the-art tools to help with important decisions, such as asset allocation and diversification. In other words, how am I investing my nest egg? Also, how to maximize your Social Security benefits. And last and most important, what is the best way to take distribution from retirement plans? I think what is most important is that all of us here have a passion to help members do better, regardless of level of income or size of assets. Lastly, as a member of Atlantic Federal Credit Union, there is no cost and no obligation to speak with us, even if it is just to get a second opinion on your current plans and approach. So on the screen, you will see my contact information. So please take a moment, give me a call for a quick 15-minute introduction. And if you're not ready right now to dive right in, also, please just shoot me a note and we can include you on our new monthly education email series to help you get started. So as a neighbor and a member, it is my privilege to serve and be able to educate our members. So I look forward to meeting you in the future. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Rob. This concludes the meeting. As a reminder, if you have a question, you can submit it in the Q&A section. We will respond and send an email to all who have signed up to attend the meeting. We will also include a link to the recording of this meeting. Thank you for attending. I now adjourn this 81st annual meeting of Atlantic Federal Credit Union.